Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 13 of 30 days of meditation. I'd like to start today with focusing on one of the bigger hindrances that can come up in your meditation practice. And that hindrance is guilt. So, guilt can follow you around in many ways. One of the ways I think about guilt when I first think about that word, I think about being in a court of law. So, in the court of law, you're either innocent or guilty. So, in that sense, let's just take our meditation practice. Did you sit for your meditation? Are you innocent or guilty? Right? You can sometimes view your practice in that way, in the sense where you kind of attack yourself or judge yourself for not doing something that you really feel like you need to be doing. And that can lead to guilt. If you sit for your meditation, then you're innocent. You've done your practice and you can kind of move on and go along with your practice. If only it were that easy though, because sometimes when you sit for your practice, you also start to experience guilt coming up in lots of different forms. Maybe it's in the form of, oh man, I can't visualize the lotus and I should be able to visualize the lotus. Man, I suck at meditation. And then guilt comes up. Or, oh man, I forgot to close the door and your cat comes in and sits on you during your meditation and might be nice, but it disturbs your meditation and can have some guilt from that. Um, Maybe your mind's very distracted and you can't focus on your meditation and you really get on yourself for that. Man, I suck at meditation. I'm I should be better at this. So in thinking about guilt in your practice, I think an important thing to think about is there's three options. So one option is you can just avoid the whole thing. You can be like, you know what? Meditation's not for me. I'm out of here. And you just stop your practice. Or you stop whatever thing is that's difficult. That comes with some downsides because the laws of nature tend to follow you around. And eventually you have to face that pattern in your life in some way. And meditation definitely can help you face this part of your life. But it's an option. You can get up and just avoid it. Another option is you can resist it, which in my opinion is part of what leads to guilt. You can really struggle with it while you're meditating. You keep trying to figure it out and kind of wrestle with it. And in my experience, that just kind of creates more guilt and it kind of knots it up in your system. So resistance again is an option. You can try to fight it, resist it. But again, I don't find that to be very helpful or effective. The third option is you can accept it, which in my opinion is the most skillful option, but it can be very difficult. And there's something I learned recently that I think really helps with that. And it's three steps. The first part of the step is to let it be. Can you connect to your guilt and actually let that guilty feeling be? Not try to change it, not try to do anything with it, but just simply acknowledge it and accept, all right, I'm feeling guilty. And then the next step is, can you let it go? And what are you letting it go into? If you're in a meditation practice, you can let it go into your practice. You can connect with that experience of guilt, allow yourself to feel it, and then you can work on surrendering it to your breath. Or we visualize the lotus. Can you surrender it to the light flowing in? Just let go of that guilt and allow and visualize that the light is just dissolving that guilt and let it go. And the last step of this three-step process is letting it in. So after you've let go of the guilt, what is it that you want to let in? Well, for me, I want to let in self-acceptance, self-love, which can lead to stillness and peace, which is one of the main reasons that we're sitting for this practice. So as guilt or any strong emotions come up in your practice, I'd have you think about these three steps and work on accepting instead of resisting or avoiding, which both to me have some side effects that aren't ideal. Where acceptance, I think, gets at the root of the issue and helps resolve it and heal it so you can achieve what you're going after. In this case, stillness and peace within. So, on that note, let's sit for our meditation practice, getting comfortable on our mats. And tuning into our being. Again, using that intention of acceptance and noticing exactly what's happening for you today, completely accepting it. If there's any tensions or stress, simply acknowledging it, letting it be. And with our breath, we're going to work on letting it go. So as we breathe in, noticing any tension or stress, maybe bringing a little extra tension to it, and then breathing out and letting it go. Breathing in, connect to any parts of you that might need a little attention. And as you breathe out, letting go of any stress or tension. And one last time. So we now connect to our practice as we let in the intention of stillness and peace. As we start our practice, bringing our hands to our heart, chanting the Om sound. Om. Allowing our hands to rest in our lap. As we connect to the lotus of our heart and the Anhat chakra, the heart chakra behind our sternum in the center of our spine, connecting with the golden lotus flower that opens its petals as we breathe in with Sa, and closes its petals as we breathe out with Hum. Breathing the Hamsa breath, mentally chanting Sa as you breathe in, the golden petals opening, and Hum as the golden petals close into a bud. Observing the breath, observing the natural rhythm of your breathing, moving in with Sa and out with Hum. As you bring your awareness into the center of the lotus flower, visualizing yourself in a miniaturized size to fit comfortably in the center of this golden flower of your heart. You're now seated in the center of the golden flower. And as you breathe in with Sa, the golden petals open around you, feeling light, love, and healing flowing in. And as you breathe out with Hum, the golden petals close around you like a gentle hug. Connecting with the nature of your breath and letting it be as it naturally flows in and out through your being. Letting go of any inner resistance and stress with every breath. As you open up and let in the awareness of stillness and peace within. Letting Staying in the awareness that you are this golden lotus, opening and closing with golden light with every breath. Letting go of judgments, and being in the experience, allowing whatever is happening. Trusting that whatever is happening is exactly what needs to be for your growth, for your transformation into stillness and peace. Surrendering it to the lotus and the natural flow of your breath, in with sa and out with hum. As we now move into the willful breath, I invite you to connect your breath with the sound of me chanting the mantra. As we now breathe in with the sa sound. Sa, breathing in, holding. Hum, breathing out, holding your breath outward. Sa, breathing in. Hum. Sa. Hum. And one last time. Sa. Hum. And allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Connecting back with the watchful breath as you breathe in with sa and out with hum. Now take one more breath, breathing in with the sa breath. breath as you breathe out with hum. And taking a moment to rest in the stillness, to be in the presence. We bring our hands to our heart to close our practice, chanting the sound of Om. Om. Slowly and gently opening your eyes. If you need to shake out your legs, take a moment to shake your legs out. Noticing any places that you might be holding any tension as you circulate the prana, the energy in your body. So look forward to connecting with everyone tomorrow morning for 7:30's meditation. The weekend is here, so I hope everyone has some fun plans this weekend, and look forward to practicing with you tomorrow morning. Till then, have a beautiful Friday. Om.